The following segment is sponsored by Smith Injury Law and 300hurt.com.
You hate to imagine being in a car wreck, but it can happen to anyone. And the best thing you can do is know how to react. Richard Smith of Smith Injury Law helps us navigate that. And each week we've been covering a few mistakes to avoid if you're injured in a car wreck. Good morning, Richard.
Good morning, Margaret.
Before we get into today's tips, give us an overview of what's going on at Smith Injury Law.
Well, we handle automobile accidents, workers' compensation claims, and Social Security disability claims. And I've been practicing since 1987. I've got a partner now, Scott Becky, who also has been practicing for over 20 years. And we handle cases in North Carolina and South Carolina. Our home office is in Greenville and Spartanburg. We have two offices that are fully staffed. We also have a by-appointment office in the Asheville area as well.
And you work closely. It's not just people working through paralegals. They work with you directly. The book you authored, 10 Critical Mistakes to Avoid If You're Injured in a Car Wreck, has a lot of great information in it. We want to pick up today with a mistake someone might make before a crash even happens, and that is not purchasing enough insurance. What do you want people to know?
Well, the most important insurance that you can buy that you don't normally think of when you buy insurance is called underinsured coverage, okay? What that coverage does, it protects you if somebody hits you and they don't have enough insurance to cover your damages. If you don't have underinsured coverage, then that's all you're going to be able to get in most cases. I mean, you could technically look at their personal assets if they had unencumbered assets, but that's very rarely ever the case. Basically, whatever they purchase in insurance, which is in South Carolina, the minimum amount is $25,000. So that's per person.
And another big mistake people make is not understanding the insurance coverages. You know, you speak this like a second language, and you talk about even stacking of insurance policies, but a lot of people don't know what that means.
Yeah, that's something you wouldn't know unless you went to law school or you're an insurance agent possibly or adjuster, because it's almost counterintuitive. I mean, you buy an insurance policy, you think that's the policy I have. Well, basically, if you've got multiple vehicles on the same policy, you may be able to stack certain types of coverages. So instead of having $25,000, you may have $50,000 or $75,000 if you have multiple vehicles on the same policy. And it applies a lot to underinsured coverage. So that's what's important. Underinsured coverage is very important to purchase.
Well, and it's hard to get into such a topic just in our conversation here, but the book you wrote really is easy to read, and it's meant to be that way. People can request it. Tell us why you wanted to write that book.
Basically to educate people. I've seen, the same mistakes over 30 years, and at some point you decide, I just wanted to put it in writing so that maybe people can understand mistakes they make. And it's not uncommon. I mean, most people, unless you're practicing this area of law or you're an insurance agent or insurance adjuster or somebody who's trained in this area, you're not going to know about these things. I've had doctors and very highly educated people have no idea what uninsured motorist is or what underinsured motorist coverage is.
Well, you can help us navigate through it all. We've got your number on the screen right now. People can get in touch with you by calling 864-300-HURT or visit 300hurt.com and request that 10 Critical Mistakes book, a great resource. Richard Smith of Smith Injury Law, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you, Margaret.